Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Laughing Place Walk and Talk. You might not be able to tell, but we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm Luke here at LP headquarters, which just a few miles down the street. And in the park is Jeremiah.
Hey Luke, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. A lot of stuff going on today in the world of Disney. We got a lot of news out of Disneyland today. So it's been a relatively busy day.
Which is always good. I do enjoy the news. For those of you who haven't followed Last Place, one, shame on you, and two, the main part of it was, I think, the hopper. We no longer have to wait till 11 o'clock to hop in between the parks if you have a park hopper.
Today's news is just all about hopping.
Yeah. Mike and Sully don't really hop.
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's the other big news, really. Mike and Sully to the rescue. Monsters, Inc. at Disney California Adventure is staying open through next year.
Yeah, very exciting news there if you're a fan of that attraction. Supposedly, it's not going to push back the Avatar expansion at all either. It's just going to be... They rejigged the schedule to make it work. So
I don't understand that at all.
I listened to a little bit of our own Benji Breitbart attended a press briefing yesterday, and I listened to a little snippet of it, and the way they described it made sense. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how they described it, but the way they described it makes sense.
They're just going to build around it. No. What they're actually going to do is just change. They're going to paint all the figures blue.
Yeah.
And Mike and Sully will be, Sully's one of the Avatar people, right? There's Sully. That's the name, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
I never even picked up on that we're going from Sully to Sully reference.
There we go. There's our next caption.
Before we move any further along, let's say hello to some of the people watching, including our good friend Fred Ramirez. Hello to you. Hello to Ulysses Torres and Colin as well, who got here early. And I hope that 21 minutes later, you're still here watching.
That is early. Thank you, Colin. I think that's before Luke got here.
Yes. It is before I got here. Now, Jeremiah, I know you have some exciting things coming up in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how much you can talk about, but...
I can talk about I will be flying to LA tomorrow. The following day, I'll be flying to Tokyo and doing Tokyo Disneyland on my own, and then Tokyo Disney Sea the following day. And then on the 10th of next month, I'll be doing the inaugural cruise out of Singapore.
On
the Adventure.
Yes. Just in case you didn't know, that's the brand new Disney Cruise Line ship.
Yes. Very excited about that.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that turns out.
This has really been a cruise month.
Yeah.
Tony's on for Bluey, which is surprisingly more Bluey information than I really thought they would do.
There's so much Bluey. Did you know there's a Bluey kids meal coming to Disneyland Resort for Bluey's best day ever as well?
For $5.99.
Yeah, that was part of the news today. So that's fun.
I saw that on Laughing Place Social, actually.
Now, we've got a couple of questions as we make our way down towards we're going down Sunset Boulevard, and we're going to go check in on Rock and Roller Coaster, which only has about a week left in its current form. But before we get there, a couple of questions. First from Fred Ramirez. Any thoughts on the new trailer for Toy Story 5?
I really liked it. I think it's fun. It's a good way to bring the toys back together. If you haven't seen it and you were spoiling, sorry. I enjoy the Woody balding spot, which is purely for the age.
Oh, yeah. I definitely enjoyed the trailer. Fred may have heard my thoughts on the morning show earlier today, but basically, I didn't think there needed to be a Toy Story 4, and it wasn't better than Toy Story 3. And I feel
Yeah.
the same way here, but hopefully it's a good move.
Yeah. No, I think Toy Story 3 is probably one of the perfect finales in any trilogy. And then
Oh,
4,
absolutely, yeah,
I enjoyed 4, but, like you said, didn't need to happen.
yeah.
5 looks fun. I did, I saw somebody posting this earlier, and I don't know if we picked this up yet on anything, but they actually previewed Gato in this trailer, or kind of previewed trailer Gato in this trailer.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on anything of that.
So when Bonnie's imagination is marrying Forky and
Hmm.
Knifey, that animation style is exactly what's going to be the Gato animation
Oh,
style.
interesting. Yeah, no, definitely more 2D
Yeah.
akin, but with a lot of 3D in there too. Kyle is also asking, how many popcorn flavors are you going to try in Tokyo?
So I'm not a popcorn fan at all. The nice thing is, I'm
Ooh.
going with somebody who is a popcorn fan, and she's like, I need to try all the popcorn. I'm like, I'll take a kernel here or there, but it's nothing I need to do.
So when I went 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago, I tried. I think my favorite was the beef popcorn. Funnily enough, I thought that was surprisingly delicious, and the honey popcorn next to Pooh's Honey Hunt was great.
Yes, the honey popcorn is always good. Um, so far, my favorite popcorn is actually from Shanghai, from Zootopia Land, and it's the corn flavored popcorn.
Okay,
That was one of the few, like, they had samples, and I tried some, and they gave us the little boxes to take home, and I definitely ate that little box. So,
so moving on from popcorn to where we are, and we are in the courtyard for Rock and Roller Coaster, which will be having its final day of operation with Aerosmith as the featured act on March 1st, which is next Sunday.
are you going to be here for that?
Um, I don't know if I'll be there on March 1st. I mean, that depends on our overlord Benji. But I may be there at the weekend. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wrote this. I wrote it the other day. I think for my final time because I'll be out of town for the final. Uh, but it's the sound system hasn't been loud enough in a long time to actually pick up on the Aerosmith.
I agree.
So, they'll change some of the visuals, I'm sure, inside the attraction. But overall, it's the pre-show is the main thing, and this courtyard will be the biggest difference when it reopens.
Yeah,
So,
it's gonna be a lot brighter, and I imagine we're gonna be hearing some different music playing as well.
I cannot wait for the Muppets. Like, this
I,
was
I
my biggest thing.
I feel like there's been a lot of you're either for it or you're really against it.
Yeah.
Because I've met a few people and seen on TikTok and that kind of thing. There's been a lot of people that aren't so much. They're like, oh, I can't believe they're getting rid of Aerosmith for the Muppets, and I think that comes down to if you're actually a Muppet fan or not.
Yeah.
Because anyone who
And
loves the Muppets is excited for this, but if you are not a big Muppet person, you're like, well, why are they putting them silly people in?
I will make this statement and I will die on this hill. If you are not a Muppet fan, you are wrong.
No, we're all in agreement with you.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited. Like I said, I wrote it the other day. I said my goodbyes. Uh, it is it is a coaster that I love, and the coaster's going to stay the same. And apparently, they just did some paperwork filing where they're going to work on the coaster while this is down. So hopefully, we'll get some fixes to some of the rough spots.
And it looks like there's a lot of people trying to get their final ride in on Rock and Roller Coaster today. Mainly, also might have something to do with it being a very busy week this week.
Yeah.
Saying hi to Swimming Snake. Hi, Swimming Snake. Thanks for watching.
That is a screen name, definitely. I'm also very excited that this summer the Muppets are going from a C ticket attraction. I'll say it was C. I don't think it was a B, and I don't think it was a D either. But C, I'll go with, because it was just a 3D film. I mean, I don't want to say just a 3D film because that sounds very like whatever. But they're going to an e-ticket attraction.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I mean that's something that is harder to define as the years go by. Like I think they might have considered Muppet Vision a e-ticket when it first opened.
Yeah.
But, was it in 2025? We don't know. It's kind of hard to judge.
Yeah. And if you walked up to the people in line right now for Rock and Roller Coaster and said, "Are you in line because it's a Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith?" They'd be, "Who?"
Who's Aerosmith?
Yeah. No, it's about the roller coaster part of the rockin'.
Moving back to popcorn briefly, Kyle has had corn pottage popcorn in Tokyo, and it was great. And in Hong Kong, they had hot wing popcorn, which was also very good.
I don't think I had any popcorn when I was in Hong Kong.
I know when you'd have to be okay with a little extra spice for that.
Yeah. When I was in Tokyo the first time, 10 years ago, the only time actually, I tried one of the flavors. I don't remember what it was, just because I felt like if I didn't, I'd be yelled at.
So you've only been there once, and it was 10 years ago?
Yes.
Wow.
So this
is a big moment for you.
Not only is it a big moment for the return of that, this will be my second go round of the parks. When I do Disneyland and Disney Sea, that means I will have visited all the parks around the world twice, at least twice. Yeah, it's one of those things in my head that I never thought that I would be lucky enough, heck, to go to Walt Disney World at times, much less Disneyland Paris. Tokyo was always I'll never make it there. Hong Kong was I don't need to go there. And Shanghai was never a thought because it was never a thought until almost 10 years ago, or 10 years ago this year.
10 years ago this year.
Yeah.
That is the one that I still need to cross off my list. Kyle says that he has to go back to Shanghai to reach that milestone as well.
Yeah, a very lucky Laughing Place. I mean, all of us are very lucky to work the Laughing Place because it has afforded us the ability to do these things and visit these places and go on these cruises. I was thinking about that this morning. If not for Rebecca and Doobie and definitely Benji, I don't think that I would have done a third of the cool things that I have done so far.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Now moving back to Toy Story briefly, Fred Ramirez said, "I don't think Toy Story 5 is needed, but it looks better than Minions and Monsters." And I'm guessing Minions and Monsters is the name of the new Minions movie.
I gave up on the Despicable Me, I think, after the second go round.
I haven't seen any of them.
They're funny. Oh, hey, let's walk over and check out a live band for a little bit.
I was going to say, I hear some music.
Chippendale and dancing.
Two chipmunks.
Oh, yeah. Go, Chip! Go, Chip! Go, Chip! Look, I can go forward. Oh, Andy's coming.
They're not going to fall over, are they?
No.
Ah. Even more Toy Story.
Here comes Dale. Ooh, nice.
In a galaxy far, far away.
It really is a journey all around Disney's Hollywood Studios.
It is.
Star Wars galaxy far away beyond the yeah.
Remember? Looks like he plays
Oh.
Oh, lightsaber fight right here. Breaking news. Oh, horse strike.
Oh, that is so adorable.
Best friend fight in the Disney College nice thing is they don't play the full song. You think about these things.
Jeremiah, I can not really hear you over the music.
But I was saying they don't play the full song, so the odds of us getting dinged on these are very low.
Oh yeah.
Your hot goes swinging. This is our final setup today. We'll be back here tomorrow. 10:30 sharp.
Okay, be here tomorrow at 10:30 sharp.
Forget about your flight. You're coming here to see the band again.
Hey, I absolutely love live music and live entertainment in the parks. That's one of the things that made me fall in love with the parks.
Oh
I can
yeah,
remember-
no, I really like how that was a kind of like a musical journey around the park.
Yeah. When I first came to Walt Disney World, when it was only Magic Kingdom in 1980, they had the saxophone quintet, which they also had at Disneyland. And I can remember sitting there and listening to them. It was, one of the fun things to do when you would wait in line. They would be roaming and they would sit there and play right next to you.
Oh yeah, no, it's great that a lot of that still does exist.
Yeah, or exist again, I should say. So
now we are reaching a point of a future addition to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that is the return of the magic of Disney animation. And what can we see there, Jeremiah?
looks like they've ripped apart the little overhang where you used to walk in. And right there in the center, that's where they're going to place the sorcerer hat when everything comes to be.
Yes, there's a new sorcerer hat coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, which, for those of you who remember the often controversial sorcerer's hat, it's back.
So, funny story. Earlier today, I did a D23 breakfast with Floyd Norman, and if you don't know who Floyd Norman is, you need to educate yourself a little bit more on Disney history. He was an animator that's been with the company forever. Like, he goes back to 101 Dalmatians. He worked on Sleeping Beauty on Flora, Fauna, and Merriweather. He was doing shorts before that, but he also worked on Mulan. And he told the story of Mulan originally started when animation was in Glendale. And then they built the new Burbank Studios, which they call the Hat Building. And that's a direct quote from him. And they moved there for a little while. And then most of the project was actually done right here behind that building where there was a real animation studios. So it comes full circle that that was the real animation. Used to be able to walk through and watch them animate, real animators working on projects like Mulan. I was lucky enough to see that in those days. And now it's returning to animation. We're not going to get real animators in there, but we will have some of the actual animation stuff returning to what was a actual animation studio at one point.
And if you haven't noticed on the screen right now, we have concept art of what the exterior will look like, and you can kind of make out the sorcerer hat that will be placed onto the structure there. Very tastefully done, similar to what they have at the actual animation studios in Burbank. And yeah, the whole area just, if it's anything like the concept art, it's going to be a lot more green, a lot more lush, just much nicer.
Yeah, and anybody that's been to or near the studios in Burbank, the entrance will be the Buena Vista Street entrance into the studio that has been iconic in there pretty much since it opened, with the Walt Disney Studios little logo. And then you turn in and there's a security shack. Here, there's no security shack, but there will be a nice park area with, again, trees and places to relax.
Yeah, you can kind of see the entrance area at the bottom of the concept art there. But now, that's a long line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
The other day, completely full.
Oof.
It was crazy.
I think it's a mixture of it's President's Week, it's Mardi Gras. I think there's a lot
We
of
got a run this
tour
weekend.
groups. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on in the span of 1 week.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is something that Max and I tried, and it worked out pretty well, surprisingly. We're going to head into Walt Disney Presents, where we'll be wrapping up our tour. We're only doing a short part of Disney's Hollywood Studios since we were just here earlier. But we're going to walk in and see what we can see from the Hoppers display, which just opened this morning.
Yeah, one of those surprise things from Disney. We got just found out that, hey, there's a sneak preview of Hoppers now inside Walt Disney Presents, and we're coming to check it out. Fortunately, Jeremiah was already in the area.
I feel like I'm always in the area.
Well, except for the next couple
3
of weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks even. Wow.
Yeah, it is one of those times where I won't be packing enough because I'll actually be doing laundry.
You're gonna have to at this stage.
So here's the Hoppers display. Those are maquettes for Hoppers. Oh wait,
Walt Disney famously loved Hoppers.
Yes. You mean like Avatar?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite parts in the trailer.
Over there as well, we'll put the Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tend to do this Walt Disney Presents for the last thing they did was they had a little activation for Percy Jackson season 2, and they had some fun stuff in here. They had some fun stuff in here for the holiday season as well. They were showing a few different shorts, which I thought was very sweet.
Yes, I really enjoyed that, especially in the colder days.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of my next few weeks, don't think I'll be seeing snow on the castle. At least I hope not.
But you might see some cherry blossoms.
Yes.
Because it is, I found out thanks to Kyle, it is cherry blossom season.
So this is one of my favorite things about this display. They have all these beautiful pictures of attractions from around the world. And then here's Mount Prometheus in Tokyo Disney Sea. That is, I swear, taken with an iPhone 3. Because the pixels on this are just not great.
I've never even noticed that.
Yeah. Hey, look. Need to change out that picture. Need to change out that picture. Need to change out that picture. Those are the only ones.
Yeah. Bigger fish to fry.
So speaking of Percy Jackson, they still have the display backdrop and the costume.
Jeremiah's breaking up a little bit there, but it looks like they still have the display, the backdrop, and costumes for Percy Jackson. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, you still have a chance.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You're getting better.
Yeah, so they have some of the concept art. And then, of course, the maquette for King George. Still more Percy Jackson stuff on display.
Oh, interesting.
They've removed one of the costume displays over there. And then some more of the concept art. And then the maquette for me.
And then it looks like we have a preview of Hoppers inside the theater.
We do. It starts in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So I will talk for about a minute and a half, and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, interesting that is that seems to be the first time they've done it where they open it up and let you in versus just having the doors open as they have recently due to the construction.
With the Percy Jackson, it was open for the longest time, and then they started closing the doors, I think, when they started offering the pin, which only lasted for the 2 days. But I think we're going to wrap this up now. And
Good.
I have pictures of all this coming up later on.
2 minutes. We'll be presenting a special look at
Donna
Disney's
says to have a great time at on your trip.
Hoppers. Coming to theaters March.
And Fanimator says that Hoppers is excellent, or he's
At the end of the museum.
hearing that.
While waiting in the
Hoppers
lobby,
is
please remain
excellent.
behind solid yellow lines on the floors, and the doors will open.
I am looking forward to watch this preview and then take pictures of all these.
Yes, so for much more from the Hoppers preview at Walt Disney Presents,
Thank you and enjoy the show. And welcome to
check out Laughing Place later today. Thanks, Jeremiah, for walking and talking with us, and thank you all for watching.
Have a great day.
Plastic.